So, okay. Anyway, namaste, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Um, we do have some new light workers here. Let's see who's here for the first time. Is that Louisa? Welcome, Louisa. Okay, and we have Paul and Caroline Crawford are here for the first time. So welcome, guys. Yay! Glad that you were here. Okay. All right. It's just interesting. I was just saying that there's all this excitement and joy and all of that. And we do need that. Goodness knows that we do need that. We do need that. A couple of things I do want to share with you. Well, let me just start off with this. The good stuff first is that on Friday, we had an event here. It's what I call the mustard seed. The starting off of the expanded vision. More people will be hearing about this, but this was just a little start of this divine vision, and it has to do with the divine union. And divine union energy is something that I picked up 2 years ago. Okay, 2 years ago. And it can manifest itself, of course, as weddings, but it's manifesting itself as ceremony. It's manifesting itself as core community, to really begin to design and create the new earth template. That's what we're doing. That's what the divine union has come in to bring balance. So it comes in as the Tao, the yin and the yang. Jesus said the bride and the bridegroom, but it's the right brain, it's the left brain. It is science and spirituality. This is what's anchoring in or the triangle to stabilize the polarities. And the Divine Mother spoke of this in 2010. We are now in the time that she has spoken of. And I'm going to repeat this on a regular basis every Monday as a reminder. Her words were, hold the polarities in balance, non-judgment, unconditional love. That is the recipe for us to maneuver through all the stuff that's happening now, because everything is getting amped up and will continue to be amped up. This is not good, what's going out there. We don't have to go ahead and discuss what we already know that's out there in the world and what has happened. Okay, I just want to say insight that has come into me is, yes, we have the Middle East, of course, and that has been an issue and an ongoing issue because of dynamics that take place there on world and off world in that section, but also here in the United States, because this is the big, what's the word I want to say? The United States has a vision or part of a higher vision for the entire world. It has a destiny, this here, United States. And so there's a lot going on other levels, mostly off planet, mostly in other dimensions, that are trying to manipulate and create things to go in a certain way. But we came here as light workers to hold the light and to hold the balance. And so we have to remember who we are. And as I said before, we don't go into a room of chaos and be affected by it. We need to be in our mastery where we go into a room of chaos and we change it. That's walking our mastery. Jesus the Christ and other avatars of light, that's what they did. That's what they're calling us to do. So again, we cannot get caught up in the drama. Of course, our heart sinks when there's such pain and things that are done that are so difficult, for us to see. But we have to breathe. We hold light. I always say, Mehea Hamitam, and that the dead shall rise, and that, the loving spirits of those all around the world, we're just getting some publicity now, but there's more stuff going on. There's a lot more stuff that we don't even know. So even though you may have your heartstrings do tug, and they will tug. They do tug. We pray, we hold it, but we keep our balance and not get caught up in the stuff, because that's the distraction. So let me share some other news with you. We're real excited because Mirabai Devi is coming. She'll be here on Friday, and Friday is a free event, and on Saturday is her big healing event. And we're actually going to be doing an interview with her. So we'll be interviewing her, and that's going to be part of what we do from this point forward. Is, in all the years, 7 years that we've been here, we've had some great teachers and from all around the world, both locally. And so we now are going to tap into that and help expand by our network of other light workers to globally reach around the world. So that is the goal. So anyhow, I think we're all out of flyers. Do we have any more flyers?
Tons of flyers over there.
Oh, wow, you just did 100 of them. Thank you. Sky is so good. We were out of flyers. No, we're not. We do, breaking news, we do have flyers. So anyway, be sure. Now on Saturday, the cost is $35, but it's pre-registered. So if you do want to go, do pre-register. At the door, it's $50. But the secret is, if you come on Friday, you'll still have a chance to buy it Friday night for $35. So don't let anybody do that. Okay, next thing on here, John is one of our new teachers. He's amazing, and he will be offering a class. It's called Activating Your Divine Blueprint with John Rios. That's going to be Friday, August the 23rd. So we have that over there as well. Ceremony is coming back. Ceremony will be a lot of what will be happening over here. Sandy, you and I had talked about that. And we have Monica, who will be doing the Ascension chair. The Ascension chair is very much connected to Kuan Yin. And the Ascension chair ceremony, that's something else. That's magnified healing is Kuan Yin. This is Saint Germain. And it's the seventh sacred flame, the violet flame of transmutation. And so this ceremony is going to take place. Oh, we don't have the date on here? Okay, it's on the 26th. It's Sunday. I know it's Sunday on the 26th. It's Sunday the 26th or the 25th. All right, hold on. Let's see. It's the fourth Sunday.
25th.
It's the 25th. Okay, so we have to put that on here. Okay. It's a Sunday. A Sunday. Yes, on Sunday. Yeah, and it's going to be at. Yeah, it's the 25th. We have to put like where and when on here. Okay. I think that was done when Mercury was in retrograde. Yeah, I think it's on the website, but it's not on that over there. Okay, then, so we're going to get started. And just for those that are new, how this basically works, and we've been doing this now, it's going into our 13th year, every Monday without fail, every single Monday. And I always tell people, if you're concerned about the weather, if there's a hurricane or whatever, if you come here on a Monday evening, nothing will happen. So we've been through all kind of stuff, but every Monday without fail, we've had the anchoring light. Basically what it is, it depends on who shows up. That's how it works. And everybody from, the last inspiration you had, or the book you read, or the concern that you had, whatever it is, we come together. And as it's impressed to me, the most beautiful harmonics and geometries of our light spectrum was more. We could really see it. It's just absolutely beautiful. It goes in these higher octaves, and our expanded family of light from various streams of consciousness join us to create whatever is going to happen. Sometimes we get an initiation, we're blessed. Most of the times we serve our position in doing the higher work of whatever energies want to come in, balance, and heal. We never know what's going to happen. But I do want to share something with this group real quick before we start. I'm not sure how things are going to work out, but I did have an experience on Saturday. All of us are being upgraded in our abilities. And on Saturday, after our event on Friday, I had an experience where I saw this white light. I've been seeing the white light, but the white light came to me in a different way. It came like in front of my eyes where I could still see my hands and everything, but my eyelids were closed. So that was a little different for me. That happened once in my life. I think I was in my 20s, but that happened. So everybody, the stuff that we do that is saying, recircuiting and whatever, that stuff's for real. That stuff is for real. So we are being upgraded in our abilities, even as we walk upon this physical, mental, and emotional world. And I just wanted to mention that Paul and Caroline are from England, and they are amazing mediums. Okay, very well known, and they're joining our little tribe. So we're happy to have them, and we're meeting on Wednesday. Yay! Okay, all right. So we're going to get started. Everybody should have two pieces of paper. Let's see what happened. We'll start with the Pillar of Light Protection, and do these invocations, and then we will do the We Remember, the invocation chant. We do that 3 times. Then Dr. Moto's Healing Gulf Prayer. Then we do the prayer of the 7 galactic directions. Then at that point, Ava will start with the pyramid, and then we have this bowl that we'll do. And I'm going to start with the an anointing. So just take a little bit of this beautiful gathering. Thank you, Ava, for giving this to us. You could just put it anywhere, just smell it, and just pass it to the next person. Okay, so let's start with the Pillar of Light Protection. I call on the I Am presence of God to surround me with a tube of dazzling white-like substance, like sun-glistening snow, pouring down around me as a circular wall of light. This light essence is constantly pouring like Niagara Falls. I also call on beloved Lord Gautama to surround my protective pillar of light with your circle of blue flame for any added protection which may be required. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Invoking the law of forgiveness. Beloved presence of God, I am in me. I am the ascended Master's law of forgiveness and transmuting flame of all the mistakes I have ever made and those of all mankind, as well as those of the elemental kingdom. Transmute this misqualified energy into the light of God that never fails. Illumine our minds and feelings and see that neither I nor any of the life's mistakes again. Transmuting violet flame invocation. Magic I am presence. Blaze through and around me the transmuting violet flame. Thy sacred fire. Purify and transmute now all impure desires, hard feelings, wrong concepts, imperfect etheric records, causes, cores, effects, and memories known or hidden. Keep this flame sustained and all powerfully active. Replace all by pure substance, power of accomplishment, and the divine plan fulfilled. After violet flame invocation, beloved Lord Gautama, Archangel Michael, and ascended Master Jesus, charge into this violet flame your purifying, dissolving power of divine love and its most powerful dynamic activity. Let the powers of light descend into earth and take full command. In the name of the I Am Presence, to all that is not of light, we say, you have no power, your time has come. In the name of the powers of I Am Presence, for whole humanity, we now hand the authority for the earth to the ascended masters and cosmic beings to bring into manifestation the divine plan fulfilled. Ascension decree. My magic I Am presence. You direct my activity, world, and affairs, and take full command of me. Guide, protect, illumine me every step of the way, and see that I render the greatest service possible. See in your wisdom that I make the ascension at the close of this embodiment. I am the ascension manifesting. I thank you, beloved I am. We remember. We remember we are spiritual beings of light, one with the source of all creation. We remember all is one. We remember we are creators and part of a divine creative plan. We remember we are here in physical expression as guardians and stewards to earth, and we work in collaboration with other spiritual beings of light from various streams of consciousness. We work together, bounded by love, to liberate Earth Mother, to take her place as a world of peace. We walk the path of love and light. Luminous ones of the seven seas, we call you now, we call you now to heal the waters of terror. Luminous ones of the seven seas, we call you now, we call you now to heal the waters of terror. Luminous ones of the seven seas, we call you now, we call you now to heal the waters of terror. I send the energy of love and gratitude to the water and all the living creatures in the Gulf of Mexico and its surroundings, to the whales, dolphins, pelicans, shellfish, plankton, coral, algae, and all living creatures. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Prayer of the Seven Galactic Directions. From the East House of Light, may wisdom dawn on us, so we may see all things in clarity. From the North House of Night, may wisdom ripen in us, so we may know all from within. From the West House of Transformation, may wisdom be transformed into right action, so we may do what must be done. From the South House of the Eternal Sun, may right action reap the harvest, so we may enjoy the fruits of planetary being. From above House of Heaven, where star people and ancestors gather, may their blessings come to us now. From below House of Earth, may the heartbeat of our crystal core bless us with harmonies to end all war. From the center galactic source, which is everywhere at once, may everything be known as the light of mutual love. Hongyam, Humnam Ku, Eva Maya, Ima Ho. Do you want to close? Just with the light. Yeah. And we breathe with intention each and every holy, sacred in-breath and out-breath. And as we remember, we breathe the breath of Brahma, the divine inhalation and exhalation that brings the rebirth of continuous expressions of the divine in a myriad of worlds, in the cosmic seas of consciousness and creation. We tap now into the magnificence of truly who we are as creations of the divine, holding the sacredness of that divine within our hearts, within our being, that sacredness of the divine flows in us, through us, and around us. And so we breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath as conscious beings, no longer unconscious, but engaged. And as we choose to engage in the remembering of the profoundness of who we truly are and the divine light that we carry, we come together as the family of light in the various expressions, the ever-moving outreaching of the ripples of unconditional love, the limitless light that touches, creates all things. Bring forth the divine in-breath in bringing things once again into the higher alignment, the higher vision, the original thought form. And so in this sacred moment of the eternal now, upon this sacred space that ripples throughout the cosmos, where myriads of the family of light come into this one singularity to hold and bring forth the higher vision of this sacred planet, to bring forth once again the original genesis, the original thought, the original creation. And what now anchors into the middle of this sacred circle, as concentric circles ripple out throughout various dimensions and planes. Right here in this eternal now, the point of intention starts with us. And it is our intention to align ourselves with the radiant beings of light, those who serve unconditionally from the Supreme One, Eternal Father, Eternal Mother. coming from the higher worlds of Absolute, the limitless light, coming through the divine sacred trinities of this creation, moving into the divine presence of the Shekinah. See clearly in your spiritual eye a beam of light that is brilliant in its white, so brilliant it has the emanation of blue. And this beam of light comes from the highest celestial realms of light as divine angelics hold a template for this layowish pillar of light to anchor into the middle of this sacred circle. Even as divine radiant ones hold on the various levels and planes, hold into the outstretches of the cosmic waters of consciousness to create this moment in this eternal now, to bring forth light. And with each and every holy, sacred in-breath and out-breath, we anchor as great sentinels the divine sacred pillar of light. And as this pillar of light holds multiple worlds, this pillar comes with purpose and intention as a stabilizing force upon the earth and all of her life. And as we can see this brilliance, as we can discern within the brilliance, this beam of light that holds divine codes, memories, wisdom, knowledge, we now become aware that each and every in-breath brings in this light coming in through our breath as this pillar of light continues to expand, as it continues to radiate and illuminate, as it continues to anchor. This divine communion, this merging of divine light, divine resonance within the own light that we carry within us, as the angelics and radiant ones hold this template. With each and every in-breath and out-breath, we're able to bring in more of this layowish Shekinah pillar of light, codes of remembrance, of knowledge, of wisdom, igniting once again our cosmic memories, and we simply breathe with intention, choosing to align ourselves with this pillar of light coming from the Ein Sof, limitless light of the eternal Father, the eternal Mother. You become aware of the subtleties that begin to move and shift within your own physical, mental, and emotional bodies. And what begins to happen is that there is a great balancing and steadfastness. Your physical, mental, and emotional bodies are in perfect balance as we receive these divine light codes coming from the undulating waveforms of unconditional love. The divine union between our light sparks and the light that comes from the highest realms of light. The movement of the divine, the eminence of the light of lights. And this divine union of lights cannot be contained. And so we feel and sense our own consciousness, our own electromagnetic field, our own expansiveness into the oneness of all there is, begins to move and expand, all consuming, bringing forth once again our cosmic memories, our cosmic knowledge, our cosmic wisdom, and our cosmic power. We continue to be within this beam of radiant light that continues to amplify, expand, and illuminate. And all parts of our physical, mental, and emotional body become aligned with our higher selves, with our higher garments of light, with our higher memories, understanding, divine clarity, divine guidance, divine direction take hold and anchor. And we stay these few moments within this pillar of light, connected by our own inner light, seeing that our own inner light amplifies as it is connected to the higher light, that all parts of our beingness are alert and recognize this divine, sacred experience. And as these divine codes course through, in, and around, on all the levels of which we exist, it is noted on the physical, mental, and emotional levels. It seeks to balance, clear, purify, and heal. And as we use the sacred in-breath and out-breath, we continue with our steadfast balance, able to receive this divine light. And now, as the children of the earth, the children of the light who have not forgotten, who choose to remember, to pierce through the veils, the higher understanding, the knowledge and the wisdom, we hold our positions as divine co-creators. And it is our choice that we engage in working with our family of light. And so we serve as divine vessels for this light. And we now send this light that has consumed us in this divine communion, and we send it to the center of our sacred earth, illuminating her crystal core, forth our information, our love to the divine guardians of her inner core. We work together as our awakening consciousness connects us to the expanded family of light. And as we choose to illumine and bring forth this pillar of light into the core of our own Earth Mother, we now expand it further until the pillar of light now exits the other side of her precious body. And if we were to look at it from the outer reaches of the cosmos, we would see a beam of light from the highest celestial realms of light piercing through her sacred body from the top and exiting through the bottom. And we hold this pillar of light through our intention, through the power of our thoughts, through the power of our cosmic gifts of visualization. We now see in the center of her crystal core, where this pillar of light now moves to the right and to the left, exiting her body on both sides, until we can observe from the greater cosmos a white cross, north to south, east to west. This cross is equilateral, and we see the flaming light codes moving through the pillar of light. We hold this image and intention, and we see that this cross of light serves as a balance. We see that this pillar of light, forming a sacred equilateral cross, holds the higher positions balance needed at this time, stabilizing, balancing. And as we continue to hold this stabilizing force, as the extended family of light continues to hold a template, as the children of the earth hold the sacred balance, we now begin to see this white, brilliant cross connect to where the entire sacred earth is immersed in a sphere of white light, bringing forth the cosmic divine codes of balance, healing, remembrance, knowledge, and wisdom to all of life upon the sacred earth. We see this white light of purity, of the divine presence, moving through all the crevices of the earth in all her expressions, upon all her elements and her kingdoms, moving, shifting, purifying and clearing, realigning and recalibrating the original thought, the original intention, the original genesis. And as we hold this vision and intention, we put our intention upon the human kingdom, intending the remembrance to once again be established upon the human kingdom for those who have forgotten. The divine memory reestablished upon the human kingdom as the divine guardians of the sacred earth and all of the kingdoms. We hold this intention of the re-remembering of the divine Atman Kadman, the divine human, to be reestablished once again. And through this sphere of brilliant white light, We pierce through and see the continents and the oceans of the sacred earth coming back into balance, into its purity, into its oneness. We acknowledge this blessing as it moves and courses through our own physical, mental, emotional bodies, as it threads and weaves into the higher dimensions and experiences of ourselves, that once again we become a cohesiveness in the multidimensional expressions of ourselves. We intend to integrate and process this experience in the hours and days to come. We hold our balance, unshakable. We hold our peace, unshakable. We hold our light, undiminishable. The thought of the return now comes. And as we could seemingly stay in this eternal now, we know there is work to do. And so we begin to draw in our electromagnetic field slowly, as all those who have participated in this divine experience begins to draw in theirs. We look upon the sacred earth once again, engulfed in the brilliant Ein Sof Or limitless light. Through the alert, awake and grounded on the count of 3. 1, 2. Take a very deep breath in. And 3. We are back, awake, alert, and we are grounded.